Good evening, everybody. It's me, Chris, your YouTube daddy. And because I've not done a video today because I've been busy out doing bits and pieces and I've just got back in, I thought I'd do a quick video behind the scenes in my office. Well, call it an office. It's an office stroke man cave. And you can have a quick look around at my man cave stroke office and see what you think. Now, everything that's in here reflects me because this is my workspace when I come back from work and I have to do me paperwork and all me bills and all that lot. So we'll have a quick look around my office stroke man cave. Right. So as you can probably see, I've got lots of stuff on the wall. Now most of this is from when I've gone on holiday. So it's souvenirs. So as you can see, I'm a big Elvis fan, hunger burning love, as you all gather, and we've got lots of maps everywhere. Now all these maps are from where places that I've been. So I've got I don't know which one's that. That one's Memphis. That was a Memphis map. Obviously, I've got some old Elvis Presley newspapers from the year that he died, and inside Graceland newspapers. I've got some comics from American comics bookstores, some Johnny Cash paraphernalia, because I went to the Johnny Cash Museum a few years ago in Nashville, and that was so cool. And here's when I visited the Spam Museum, and that's the reason why we do Spam in the arcade, because I came across a Spam Museum and then decided to do Spam in the arcade, as you do. A few more posters, and here's my world map, and where you see all of the pins, this is where I've been, and you can see they're mostly around America, because my plan is before I die I want to do every state in America. Now so far I've done 25, so I'm halfway there because there's 50 states in America. So I've done 25 states. I say the last one I did obviously was when I was away, and I did Texas, because I'd already done Tennessee before, but when I went down to Texas, that was the first time I'd done Texas. And more Spam stuff there. And you can see this stuff with the, this doesn't mean I'm a neo-Nazi. This is some information from when I went to Auschwitz in Poland, just outside Krakow. I spent a weekend in Krakow a few years ago and ended up in Auschwitz. If you ever get a chance, Auschwitz is absolutely brilliant place to look and understand history. If you're into history, I'm into history and stuff like that. So that's the stuff from when I went to Auschwitz. There's some more stuff up there from when I went to Auschwitz, little souvenirs and stuff like that. There's some, this is an interesting one. There's some tickets that I went when I went on a tram in San Francisco, one of these tram carts, so cool. This is some tickets for one of the times when I went to Graceland. How cool is that? Some posters that I picked up on my travels, a few newspapers, you know, free maps of Memphis, USA Today, free coupon books. If you ever go to America, you want to pick these coupon books up, because you can get them from all the tourist places, and when you go in there you can actually rip the coupons out and you can get a discount in all the motels that you stay in. So like the big motels like the Quality Inn, the Super 6, the Super 8, La Quinta, stuff like that. So you can get really, so if you ever go to America, pick up these coupon books and you just tear the coupons out and you end up with like a $10 or $12 discount. Brilliant. There's me Walk on the Wild Side calendar, which was donated to me by Steve. Thank you very much, Steve. And I'm sure this year Steve will be doing more Walk on the Wild Side calendars. I don't know that for a fact, but I think he is. Uh, where's this? This is a map of San Francisco. That's a map of San Francisco there. What we got here? Oh, this is a cool picture. This is me and my best mate, Gary. If you're watching this, Gary, this is when you were younger, before you had a beard. In Blackpool actually, but it was before I lived in Blackpool. I lived in Telford, and we come to Blackpool, me and him, on the pop basically, and we ended up having one of these pictures done on the pier, which is so cool. And here's another one that we had done a few years later in Blackpool again, on his stag night. So there's my mate Gary in the white, and there's me to the left hand side of him. And that was done on the one on the seafront. I can't remember what it's called now, between Coral Island and Pete's Place. So that was done there. As you can see there, they're my Conservative Party certificates, but we won't talk about that. Some stuff there. And what else we got? We got here, oh, another map there. My spam poster. And I've got a few American football helmets and motorbike helmets and bats. Some more helmets there and bats there. And here's my cool American leather jacket. How cool is that? Sitting on my exercise bike that I never use, to be fair. I should, but I never do. And what else have we got in here? I've got a few pictures. The Rat Pack there. Tubular bells. There's another one there. A Nashville plate. Oh, this is a cool story. This is my Coronation Street backstreet pass. When the original Coronation Street studio shut down, it was open for a couple of years afterwards, so you could go around and visit it, because I used to be a big Coronation Street fan, so I went there. I'll be honest, I'm not really keen on new Coronation Street, but I'll show you my CD collection, my DVD collection, some original Coronation Street, some proper Coronation Street, and let's have a look at the rest of my DVDs. Who uses DVDs now, though? Look at that. All the original Steptoe and Sons. I've got every original Steptoe and Son on DVD down there. The Blackpool collection. If you've never seen this, this is a fantastic. It's called Blackpool and Viva Blackpool. You can find it on YouTube nowadays, but obviously when I got it, it was on the DVD, and it's about a guy who owns an arcade in Blackpool, played by him, and David Tennant was in it as well, and it's called the Blackpool Collection, and that's one of the reasons I ended up owning an arcade. I watched this film not long after I'd been here. They filmed it in Blackpool when I'd been here for a couple of years, and I said to the wife, I want an arcade. And she goes, you can't have an arcade, because we were doing a hotel at the time. But I went out and bought an arcade, hence where I am now. Just because we were doing the hotel for a couple of years, and I was getting bored with the hotel, because this is where I live now, in the hotel, but it's not a hotel anymore, it's a private house. So we decommissioned it after we'd bought the arcade, and I bought the arcade because I watched this film, Blackpool, about a guy called Ripley Alden, who owned an arcade in Blackpool, and it was filmed, for those of you who know Blackpool, where the Velvet Coaster is now, the Velvet Coaster Wetherspoons, opposite the Sandcastle, and it used to be called the Lucky Star. Now, when it was the Lucky Star, it was, I just put in my thing now so you can have a quick look around. When it was the Lucky Star, it was a big arcade, and they filmed it there. Somebody brought me that for Christmas. Higgitt's house. How cool is that? Here's my man bag. Everybody should have a man bag. And let's have a look what's in my man bag. Wires and stuff like that. And this is what every person should have. A box full of wires. This is old chargers, old wires and stuff like that. You should never chuck them away, because the moment you chuck them away, you need one. So I've got like old mobile phones. Talk about phones. These are cool. This is my phone in here, a proper phone. And I've got one which is an American old phone from the 70s, which I bought from a second-hand shop in America. How cool is that? I brought it back with me. I've got my Sonic the Hedgehog on my Sega Mega Drive. I've had that Sega Mega Drive since the late 80s, and it's the same one and it still works. And I've got a video player, because I've still got some videos, a DVD player, a Blu-ray player, an oscilloscope. That's just there for when I'm doing any technical work on machines and stuff like that. I've got my record player, which of course has got an Elvis record on it at the moment. As you can see, I've got my original computer. That's a Windows 98, which it's not online. I just use that for my books, because when I learned how to use computers, I learned on early Windows, and I understand them a lot better. The computer next to it is what I do all my videos on and upload all my YouTube stuff and all that lot. And the other computer is where I do all of my paperwork, like risk assessments and any technical paperwork I've got to do. I've got a laptop there for if I ever have to go away anywhere. So I've got a laptop. I've obviously got my printer. And what else have we got? Oh, I've got a lab speaker there, which I got for Christmas. And I still haven't opened yet. But to be fair, I did go on holiday not long after Christmas, so I've not really had time to look at it. This is cool. This there is a present that was bought for me, a leaving present when I moved to Blackpool. Just come as you are to Blackpool. So the guys who I used to work with back in Telford, when I used to work in an office in a factory, bought me that as a leaving present because of the postcard on it. How cool is that? That's an old machine cover, one of my first original machines that I had at the arcade that broke down, an old Mayday machine. I think it's Fruit Explosion. I can't remember now. I think it was Fruit Explosion. But I thought the glass looked so cool, I decided to put it on my thing. And I even keep some of the old cameras. Now look at these for old cameras. Got some binoculars which I bought them. Oh, look at this. This is an old, before YouTube, this is an original old home camera. How cool is that? That is so cool. And I've still got down here somewhere the actual projector. I don't know if you can see it here. There it is. There's the projector in there. How cool is that? That is so cool. I love all this old stuff. There's a little bit of Elvis. Hunger, hunger, burning love. So, that's what it looks like inside my office stroke man cave. Oh, there's my leather jacket. I've had this leather jacket for absolutely years. A proper biker's jacket. Because back in the day I used to ride motorbikes. And that's my original leather jacket. I've got my suit. So there's my suit there in the proper cover. That's the suit I wore when I visited Boris. And there you go, guys. So that's a quick look around my office and behind the scenes of where I work when I do all my YouTube stuff and all my paperwork and everything that you need to do when you run a business. And don't forget, if you like this video, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe, and tell me if there's anything here that you think is cool. Have you got a man cave or an office like this where you can hide from the wife? Or you heard that? You're not allowed in here. No girls allowed.
Only to clean.
Yeah, absolutely. No girls allowed in here. So let's have a look. Oh, there's a Nashville poster there. Okay. There's a Nashville poster there. Oh, I've got a Who. You gotta love the Who, haven't you? And there's my braces. A follower sent me the braces because my trousers kept falling down, so a follower sent me the braces. How cool is that? So, there you go, guys. Oh, there's a Tails. He's Sonic's mate. And a TARDIS. And my wash bag for when I go on holiday, which is obviously always to America. My taking care of business certificate, where you have to be an Elvis fan to understand that. And I've got another one here which I bought, and this is going to go on the back of my van. So that's designed to go on the back of my van. A Confederate flag. That is so cool. I just think that's so cool. There's a lot of states actually have banned that now because they think it's got racial connotations to it. But I personally think it looks cool, and it's to do with history. But they do say that a lot of people who put this flag up are rednecks, and they're predominantly racist. It's all to do with the slavery, the Confederates, and the American Civil War, and all that kind of stuff. But I'm not making any kind of political statements. I just think it looks so cool. And to countermand that, obviously, I've got American flags as well. I've even got some British darts, some American darts, more American darts. Only because I've run out of drawing pins. And like this newspaper is so cool. See, if you actually look, this is a proper old newspaper. This is from trying to work out the date. I think it says 1982 on it. 1982, and this paper here is an original paper from when Elvis died. So this is from back in 1977 from Memphis. I got that years ago, and it's actually worth a couple of £100 that is now. But it just looks so cool, and I actually managed to get 2 of these inside Graceland. So there's the one which is protected in the plastic sleeve, and the other one I've actually pinned up on the wall because it looks so cool. So there's one page of it, and there's another page of it, and it's got pictures of inside Graceland and stuff like that of when Elvis was alive. And I've been to Graceland to a number of times, and it hasn't changed a bit. So if you ever get a chance to go to Graceland, you definitely want to go. It's well worth it. But hey ho, I'm an Elvis fan and a 1950s, 1960s rockabilly type of fan, so I'm gonna love that type of stuff. Oh, show you something else. Sun Studio, where Elvis made his first record. So there's a flyer from Sun Studio, and so we've dealt with the spam. A few more maps on there. They're the maps, and what I tend to do is when I go to America, I use a sat nav, but I also get a map where you just get a free map from the tourist areas, and it helps you get yourself around a bit. And obviously, I always bring the map back with me. And this isn't all the stuff. I've got a couple of boxes full of paraphernalia like this, but I just haven't got round to putting it up. Or to be fair, not much room left. Okay then, so as I said, please write your comments below if you like my man cave. if you like my office, if you've got one like this yourself, if you'd like one like this yourself, you can put down on the comments below. If you've got a man cave, what do you put in your man cave? Do you have a man cave to hide away from the wife? Or do you have a man cave or an office to do your work? Mine's a bit of combination of both, to be fair. Okay? Oh, look at that. I'll show you this. I've even got an old reel-to-reel player. I'll just move my screwdrivers. There we go, an old reel-to-reel player. So this is kind of like a man cave, an office, and a workspace, because obviously I sometimes bring power packs or motherboards or electronics back to the house if they need fixing to the machines, and obviously I've got an oscilloscope here and my tools to check them out here and to fix them here. So it's like a workshop stroke man cave stroke office. So hey ho, this is the way I live my life. Don't forget, if you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. See you later, guys.